Please welcome Praneeth Pentakota.
Hello everyone, how are you? Are you liking the session so far? Great. I request people who are sitting in the back at least to come this side, as the video and slides will be on this side. So it will be better visible for you if you're sitting on this part. Okay, so welcome to the road to global success. For those of you in the room, during the session, if you have any questions for us, please log into your app and submit the Q&As over there. We'll address the questions at the end of the session. For all of us, all the participants joining virtually, please go to the engagement panel under the video section on the right in your mobile app. Use the Q&A section to submit the questions. We'll get started then. Do you know that the e-commerce business in Europe this year is over $830 billion? And of this, close to $200 billion is driven through exports to Europe, through cross-border trade. So that's a big opportunity for all of us to leverage. But not everyone is leveraging this opportunity. Currently, only 1 out of 10 sellers selling on Amazon.com US are selling in other stores in Europe or Japan. So in this session, we'll showcase you some of the products Amazon have to offer you, which can help you successfully sell in other international stores. So we'll take an example of a selling partner, Jessica, and we'll walk you through how Jessica used our solutions to succeed in international stores. Jessica is a seller with Amazon.com. She's been selling sports and fitness equipment with us for 2 years now. She's very eager to grow her business further. She's thinking about expanding to Europe. She has never done that before. And she has a lot of questions. If you are Jessica, if you are in her shoes, what will you be thinking about? Do you want to know how big an opportunity size it is in Europe? Do you want to know how does it compare with US? Are the customers in Europe very different? Are their needs very different to what you're dealing with here? At the first place, which products do you have to start selling in Europe? Any specific country you want to start in Europe? Are there any tax regulations you need to meet in order to start in Europe? So to get some clarity on these questions, Jessica starts exploring some of the solutions we have. Jessica starts with exploring marketplace product guidance to access opportunities in Europe. So what is marketplace product guidance? So this is a solution we have for you. It will help you decide what to sell in which country, which products and categories you can invest in different marketplaces in Europe and Japan. We use hundreds of data points to provide you recommendations on what to sell where. So we look at customer demand, what customers are purchasing, what are they searching on, what are they clicking on. We look at supply side signals, what other sellers are offering, is the inventory meeting the demand, are there suitable price ranges, any promotions which are working. We use all these data points to give you recommendations. So this is a very unique solution only Amazon can offer, making use of the data we have. If you want to understand the customer preferences in Europe or Japan, this is the solution you can use. All these recommendations we provide you through this solution, they are very unique to you. These are personalized for you, depending on what you're right now selling on Amazon.com and your profile. We use technology to estimate the demand for the products you're selling on US, A.com, Amazon.com, in Europe and Japan. So with all the insights and data we provide you with the solution, you can know in advance what is the potential you have in Europe and Japan without actually investing there. Now let's see what some of the sellers who've been using the product have to say about the product. The first quote is from seller Namutso. Based on our recommendations, they have cross-listed products from their US Amazon.com to Japan. And they're satisfied with the demand they're seeing for their products in Japan now. The second quote, seller IC Zone. They're using our recommendations every time they want to add a new product on Amazon.com. They're very happy with the data points we provide, like the return ratio and customer favorite features. They use that to create a product variation on Amazon. So where can you find this solution? So this solution is available on Seller Central US, UK, Germany, and Japan. So we're on US Seller Central page. There are a couple of cards you can click on. Global product demand. You can click this card, go to the solution. There's another card, new selection recommendations. You can use this card as well. Alternately, there's also a menu option. So on the top left corner on the screen, you can go to the menu, under growth. You see the link, marketplace product guidance. You can click that and go to the solution page. So this is the landing page. You can see there are 3 different types of recommendations we provide you. Global demand for your products you're selling in US and other countries. That's the first one. And new selection recommendations and category insights. Jessica starts exploring the opportunity she has by clicking on global demand for your products tab on the top. So what is global demand for your products? On this page, you can find products from your US catalog which have high demand in Europe and Japan. You'll see a list of recommendations for up to 6 marketplaces in Europe and Japan. And we'll be adding many more marketplaces in future. So Jessica selects Germany, and now you can see a ranked list of ASIN recommendations which have high opportunity in Germany. If you're seeing the screen for the first time, there's some very interesting data points we have for you here, like the forecasted sales for that product in the future 4 months to 12 months in Germany. There are many other data points you can use, like the opportunity score, rationale, the featured offer price, the trend of it. You can use all this to filter, sort the list, and arrive at your preferred list for Germany. On the screen, you can also find out if other sellers are selling these products and what customers are saying about those products. You see Jessica sorting based on sales forecast. You can select sales forecast greater than 1,000 units in the next 4 months and create a short list. The products which you like, the recommendations you don't like, you can provide the feedback to us. Based on the feedback you provide us, we'll provide you better recommendations next time, which suits you. All these data points are refreshed every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, we refresh your recommendations. So keep visiting, checking out the recommendations. So there's an option to download these recommendations into an offline file. You can use that to create an offer in Germany. So global demand for your products, this is available in Seller Central US. Jessica finishes the research on this page and goes to New Selection Recommendations tab on the top. New Selection Recommendations for Germany, Europe, and Japan, you need to log into Seller Central Europe and Seller Central Japan. So let's see what New Selection Recommendations are. On this page, you'll find a list of products which are currently sold by other sellers in Germany. And these products have very high demand in Germany, but not enough supply to meet the demand. That's the reason we are recommending you. These products are from the same brands which are selling, or from the other brands which are selling in the same category you're operating in. So these are product recommendations from your related categories. You can choose to add an offer to these same ASIN recommendations we are providing you, or treat them as a benchmarking product. Understand why they have so much demand, and accordingly adapt your product offering. So you see multiple data points like the sales forecast, number of offers which other sellers are offering. You can see whether it is in the top 1 percentile demand in this category. So the top 1 to the top products you see, they're in the top 1% demand in the category. So you sort them, rank them, filter on these data points, and pick the ones which best suit you. On the screen, Jessica is going through different data points. She's looking at the demand, ratings. You can select the recommendations and download them into an offline file. Now, Jessica is filtering the list further. She wants to specifically see all the products in sports category, cycling types, product type, and browse node bike tires. Now, she sees a list of recommendations for Germany in cycling tires, bike tires. While she's very happy to see this list, she wants to understand the larger picture. How is cycling bike tires category growing in Japan, Europe? Is it big enough? Are there a lot of established products and brands she's competing with? What do customers need in cycling tires in Germany, right? So these are some questions she has. So she selects sports, cycling tire, bike tire, category, product type, browse node, and she clicks Category Insights tab on the top. And she goes to the Category Insights recommendations page. Over here, She selects store Germany, category sports, product type cycling, and browse node bike tires. Now, you can view a list of metrics which will help you understand how bike tires have been performing in the last 30 days to 12 months in Germany. So there are a host of metrics, like the trend of units sold, the demand in the last 12 months. You can make out where, if there is seasonality, when to enter this market, right? Some of the data points like the return rates and the conversion rates, these are very unique to Amazon. You won't find it outside Amazon solutions. So leverage these metrics to get a sense of what is the opportunity you have in bike tires in Germany. There are other metrics like the number of ASINs and offers per ASIN, which will help you get a sense of how many products are there in this category. This is a very cool feature which sellers who are using our product are really liking it. So over here, we are showing what are the most popular customer features for bike tires in Germany. These are the features which influence customers' decision to purchase bike tires. So you see cycling tire type slick, grooved, and tire type clincher are the most popular in Germany marketplace. So you can select these features, add them to your favorite feature list, download them to source products based on these features, and add them on Amazon. Not just bike tires, but in other marketplaces in Europe and Japan, you can research on any category. For example, we are taking clothing, product type outerwear, and men's jackets browse node. So now for men's jackets, you can see the demand. Is it growing compared to last year? What are the return rates like? How many brands are operating? How many products are operating in this space? We'll be adding many more metrics in the coming days. So you get a sense, is it growing? Now, what are the most sought after customer features in men's jackets in Germany? You see price points, 20 euros to 100 euros are the most sold. Apparel type polyester, fashion color blue, and Appler closure type zipper are the most popular. So you pick these most popular customer features and accordingly create your product catalog. So you see Jessica adding these features to her favorite features list, and you can download them into an Excel file. So research on whichever categories you're operating in using this page. One, you can browse through the category structure. There's also another option, the search bar at the top. Use that, type in the browse node you're interested in, and select the particular browse node, research on the page. Now, Jessica finishes research using the solution. Based on her research, she successfully plans the catalog for Germany. She picks 20 products from her US catalog, which she now knows that there is great demand in Germany. She picks 10 products which we have recommended her, which is outside her catalog. She also sources 5 new products based on the most popular customer features in Germany, which she's now aware about. If Jessica is able to do it, you can do as well. So start using Marketplace Product Guidance. So every month, we work on releasing new features for you, bringing you more customer insights and category insights. So in this year, in the next 3-4 months, some of the top features you can expect are, firstly, insights from customer reviews. We will tell you overall at a category level and for a product, what customers are liking and disliking about a product. And we will also have some more data points for you to understand the category better. For example, we already have the return rates in a category for you. Now you can know what are the top reasons for returns, why customers are returning these products, what are the conversion rates in different price bands. So we'll bring you more data points to get a sense of how big an opportunity it is in a category. We recently launched new to Amazon recommendations. So these are products which are doing very well outside Amazon. They're not on Amazon. These are from the same brands which you are selling on Amazon. So make use of the opportunity, launch this high opportunity products, and be successful in UK and Germany. We also plan to bring you trending ASINs in a category information to you. Okay, so we launched the product last year in April, and till date, 100,000 sellers have been using our product, and they're seeing great results. Compared to the organic selection they have added on Amazon, they are witnessing higher success with the product recommendations they have added based on our solution. They're seeing almost 6 times higher chance of receiving an order, and 4 times higher GMS from the products based on our recommendations. So I urge you to use Marketplace for product guidance to make smart decisions on your product investments and be more successful. Every time you plan to launch a new product on Amazon or plan to expand to any other international store in Europe or Japan, this is the solution you have to leverage. Thank you. I'll invite my colleague Paul to take you through what you can do next once you've shortlisted your selection. Thanks.
Thank you, Praneeth. Hello, I'm Paul Tunney, and I'm going to talk to you about some exciting changes that we're bringing to our global tools. Last year, we announced our List One Sell Globally initiative, and in March of this year, we launched the global one-by-one and global template listing experiences to all our 3P sellers. These tools allow sellers to create and edit listings across all worldwide stores in single actions, helping us achieve our goal of allowing sellers to list in all the marketplaces they are eligible for with the same effort it takes to list in one. These are the experiences we delivered this year. We heard from our sellers that switching between various Seller Central marketplace accounts was a hindrance to selling their products globally. You can see from the one-by-one, Jessica can now set a price in not only her home store, but also stores worldwide. Similarly, in the bulk template experience, she can select the marketplaces she wishes to create an offer in. The file produced will have columns where she can set her price and quantity for each of these marketplaces. Although we now have tools to create offers in multiple marketplaces, it can still be difficult to manage those listings globally. Amazon sells in about 20 countries, and that list keeps growing. For sellers like Jessica, it's difficult to know what price she should set her offer at in each of these marketplaces to remain price competitive. We have automated pricing tools that allows you to automatically adjust prices on SKUs in your catalog in response to events such as the buy box price, without having to revisit the SKU every time you want to change your price. This allows you as a seller to fully control prices by safely determining the minimum and maximum price guardrails for your product. This will save you time trying to update prices to stay ahead of the buy box. This automation is especially important for price updates outside your normal business hours. While you can set up automated pricing separately through this tool, you can't yet do this at the time of listing. As part of our effort to make it easier to list globally, we are introducing the ability to add automated pricing rules directly within the one-by-one and bulk template experience. We're going to do a step-by-step walkthrough of how integrated these automated pricing features into one-by-one and template experiences. Firstly, to create offers in the one-by-one experience, Jessica will start off in the usual way, finding her product in Amazon's catalog. Next, she enters the product ID, product name, and she'll upload the product images as usual. On the offer page, we have our new options. Jessica will enter her offer information for the primary marketplace, setting her price, the minimum price she'd be willing to sell the product for, and optionally, a maximum price. Then, for automated pricing, she will select the competitive pricing rule by Amazon, keeping Jessica competitive in all her stores worldwide. Next, Jessica applies currency conversion for her prices in her primary marketplace to the marketplaces she'll be creating offers in. In this example, she has set her prices in British pounds, and this is converted to euro, Australian dollars, Indian rupee, Japanese yen, etc. After Jessica applies the currency conversion, she can review the converted prices and adjust them by store if needed. Additionally, Jessica may know the pricing dynamics for a marketplace, and she has the flexibility to opt out of pricing rules for that marketplace. When Jessica is done setting her price, quantity, and automated pricing rules, she'll hit the Save and Finish. She'll then see her listings in the Manage Your Inventory page. Jessica has now successfully listed globally through the one-by-one with automated pricing rules. Her chosen offers will automatically remain price competitive in local and international markets. This will not only make it easy to expand her selection worldwide, but also reduce the number of actions that she needed to list globally. So Jessica is now going to create a global listing through the bulk template tool. She'll first select the workflow that she wants to perform. Then she picks the product she'll be generating a template for and select all the marketplaces she wishes to sell in. Some marketplaces can be selected by region. Jessica then generates the global template, which will generate a file with columns for price, quantity, minimum, max, an automated rule for all her selected marketplaces. Working offline, Jessica fills in the product details in her Excel template she just downloaded, providing values for price, quantity, and min and max price for each marketplace, and selected automated pricing rule where she wishes to use it. Then, as normal, Jessica will go to the Upload Your Inventory tab in the Add Your Products Via Upload page and upload this global template. From the Monitor Upload Status tab, Jessica can monitor the progress of her submission as normal. Once complete, she will review the processing report, taking any actions that are required to complete the listing. Using automated pricing rules in conjunction with global listing tools, Jessica was easily manage product listings across all Amazon's marketplaces, giving her a greater opportunity for sales. We're not done yet, though. Coming soon, we'll continue to offer listing language choices, enabling you to list in language of your choice as you sell globally. We'll enable you to store these pricing and marketplace options using listing preferences. And we'll be globalizing other listing management tools like Fix Your Products so that you'll be able to apply fixes across all relevant marketplaces. I hope you, like Jessica, find these new features helpful in your journey to selling globally by reducing the amount of work and effort required to manage global listings and stay price competitive in multiple marketplaces. Thank you, and now I'd like to welcome Kevin.
All right. So next I'd like to discuss Call Off Stock. This is an exciting new product designed to make it easier and seamless for you to ship and store inventory across all of Europe with a single VAT registration number. So let's start by returning to Jessica's story. By now, she's identified an opportunity to expand her sales in Europe, and she's already listed some products in the European marketplaces. And she knows that she must register for value-added tax, or VAT, in every country where she plans to store FBA inventory. She's done this for Germany, but she's reluctant to expand to other countries like France and Spain because she doesn't know whether she'll see enough sales to justify the burden of VAT registration. And she's wondering if there's a way for her to test a new marketplace without needing to register. Fortunately for Jessica, there is a way by using a new program coming out called Call Off Stock. Now, this program uses a European simplification of VAT rules to allow you to store FBA inventory in any European country with just one VAT number, as long as certain legislative requirements are met. And we'll explain this later in the session, but in essence, Amazon will be able to move your inventory from a country where you are VAT registered to a country where you're not. And when this inventory is purchased by a customer, Amazon will purchase the inventory from you and instantly resell it to the end customer. And you maintain control over your offer listing, including the price and the offer details. And by doing this, you'll be able to expand your business in Europe without the burden of VAT registration. By storing your inventory closer to customers, you'll be able to improve your delivery speeds and increase prime delivery coverage on your offers, making them more attractive. And it's less expensive for you as well, as you'll be able to pay the lower domestic fulfillment fees instead of the more costly fees for remote fulfillment. So how does it work? Imagine you're VAT registered in Germany and you would like to store your inventory in France. After registering for Call Off Stock, you'll inbound your inventory to a German fulfillment center as you normally would. And at that point, Amazon can move some of that inventory from the German fulfillment center to a French fulfillment center in anticipation of a French customer purchasing it. And when that sale occurs, the inventory will be shipped to the customer directly from the French fulfillment center. Now, at this point, two sales will occur. First, Amazon will buy your inventory from you at the price that you set on the offer. And on the order invoice, this sale will appear as though the item was sold from you in the German fulfillment center to Amazon in the French fulfillment center. And second, Amazon will then instantly resell that item to the end customer from the French fulfillment center. Now, only inventory stored under Call Off Stock, in this case in France, will be bought and resold in this way. An inventory which is stored in a country where you are VAT registered will still be sold as it normally would, directly from you to the customer. From the customer's perspective, your listing will still show you on the detail page, but call-off stock offers will show that the item is shipped and sold by Amazon and sourced from you. So in addition to reducing your administrative burden and improving your delivery speeds, storing with call-off stock also allows you to save money. This is because you'll be able to leverage the domestic fulfillment fees rather than the relatively more costly remote fulfillment fees. Let's look at an example. In this case, a medium-sized product will be charged fulfillment fees of €4.64 at the German marketplace, where the sellers enable placement, but €10 on the French, Spanish, and Italian marketplaces, where they're currently remotely fulfilling. Enabling local placement with call-off stock in those countries reduces those €10 by €3.51 in France and Italy, and €4.91 in Spain. It's nearly half of what you would be paying otherwise. So if you're interested, be sure to enroll when we launch publicly early next year. To be eligible, you'll need to list your eligible products on the EU4 marketplaces. That's Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. You also need to be registered for VAT Calculation Services, or VCS, to allow us to create invoices on your behalf. And you can do this now using Seller Central. And then beginning early next year, you'll then be able to enroll in countries where you're eligible for call-off stock on the Pan-EU FBA settings page within your Seller Central account. That will enable Amazon to begin to transfer your inventory to new countries, reduce your fees, and grow your sales. Don't take my word for it. We're currently running a beta program in France and Spain, and here are some testimonials from those sellers. So again, call-off stock will help you expand your European network without registration burdens, improve delivery speeds to increase Prime coverage, and lower your fulfillment fees. Let's check in once more on Jessica. At this point, she's doing quite well. So testing placement in France has been so successful that she's decided to VAT register there. She's looking forward to building out her Spanish selection by continuing to use marketplace guidance and list once sell globally, as we heard earlier.